For many years we've been searching for aliens, but we didn't find them. Now, why isn't there fire all over the world also? The fire we're talking about is like the fire here on Earth, not like the sun. Earth is a unique planet in the whole universe. I've never seen another planet so beautiful and colorful like Earth, all blue because of its oceans. That's why they call it the blue planet. Another unique thing about Earth is the presence of fire on this planet. You rarely find a planet with fire on it. You might ask, what about the volcanoes on Mars? Or the sun, which is full of fire? Well, the flames on the sun aren't fire. The light and heat from the sun or any other star come from nuclear fusion. And the molten material spewing out of volcanoes on any planet isn't fire either. It's rocks melted due to extreme pressure and heat, turning into liquid. This process doesn't need oxygen like fire does. So we conclude that Earth is the only planet with fire on it. Now, what exactly is this fire? Stay tuned till the end of the video to find out. We all know that there's oxygen in Earth's atmosphere, and it's one of the most important elements for life. But originally, Earth didn't have oxygen like it does now. The atmosphere was made up of methane and carbon dioxide. About 3.4 billion years ago, life began with single-celled organisms on Earth. These single-celled organisms, with the help of sunlight and the carbon dioxide present on Earth, produced oxygen through a process called photosynthesis. For 1 billion years, these single-celled organisms continued this oxygen-producing process, filling Earth's atmosphere with oxygen. The reason? It took 1 billion years because the oxygen that was first made went into the ground, especially into the iron in the earth. So, when we get iron from the earth, it's mixed with oxygen, making it iron oxide, not just pure iron. Now, let's see how fire works. Fire needs fuel and oxygen to start, and it can produce water vapor and carbon dioxide. These gases are what make the flames. So, the light we see is because these gases are burning. Now, what was the fuel for these early fires? You see, according to archaeologists, even though there was oxygen on Earth, there wasn't fire for about 2 billion years because there was no fuel for burning. The first land plants appeared around 500 million years ago, and these plants provided the first fuels. So, they were the first things that could catch fire on Earth, and Earth's history totally shows it. The first coal fossils they found date back to about 470 million years ago. It means the first plants that caught fire and turned into coal. There are several theories about how these fires started, but the best one is lightning. Lightning could have ignited these fires, just like it can still cause forest fires today. As we move forward in time, there are more plants on Earth, and they help produce more oxygen. The more oxygen there is, the easier it is for fire to start. So, when we reach the time of Pangaea, the supercontinent, and different plants cover this supercontinent, we see a lot of natural wildfires. If you're interested, you can watch a full video about Pangaea and the Permian period on the channel. Studies show that during that time, the oxygen percentage was much higher. About 350 million years ago, Earth's oxygen purity was around 35%, while now it's around 21%. This abundant oxygen caused insects to become gigantic, like the ancient dragonfly called Meganeura, which was so big compared to humans. So, imagine how fire was back then. A fire lit with 35% pure oxygen would be incredibly intense and high pressure. These ruthless fires would quickly burn down forests and turn them into coal. That's why, over millions of years, plants evolved to withstand fire to some extent, so that plant species wouldn't go extinct. For example, let's look at the pine tree. This tree has been on Earth for 150 million years and has evolved in a way that it's less prone to catching fire, and even if it does catch fire, its seeds won't easily perish. As you know, pine tree seeds are inside the cones of this tree, which act as protectors and survive longer in fire. There are different types of pine trees. Some of them have evolved so well that even if they catch fire, they don't completely disappear. The gray ash left behind from these plants is excellent fertilizer for new growth. After burning completely, the pine tree sprouts stronger and grows again. The resilience of pine trees, among other plants, is exceptional. Pine not only withstands fire, but also drought. Even if it doesn't receive sunlight, it still survives. 65 million years ago, when a meteor turned Earth into hell for dinosaurs, pine trees were there, witnessing the impact. Due to these meteors, most of the forests caught fire and burned. Dinosaurs went extinct, along with many other creatures and plants. The ash and smoke covered the sky, not allowing light to reach the Earth. But among them, there were some plants that managed to survive, and the most famous of them is the pine tree, which still exists today, resilient and powerful. After all these years, a new plant emerged on Earth. A simple, yet incredibly strong plant that we all know, grass. Grasslands formed quickly, and this simple plant completely changed ecosystems, becoming a food source for various creatures. Even though grass dries out in summer, its roots stay alive and grow again the next year. When grass dries out, it's likely to catch fire. But fire not only doesn't destroy it, but it also makes it stronger. Many different plants have evolved from this grass, the most important of which are wheat and rice. This shows that fire didn't come to Earth for destruction, but for life and making it stronger. When early humans managed to control fire, the pace of human evolution accelerated significantly. One of the most important things fire did was allowing humans to cook food, which led to the growth of human brains. Another benefit of fire was keeping humans warm and protecting them from predators because animals fear fire. Furthermore, fire caused humans to move from Africa to other places. With the discovery of fire, humans moved to colder areas, and the movement of humans from Africa to other places began. Now we conclude that fire, just as it burns, also strengthens future life. It was fire that enabled early humans to melt metals, make weapons and machines, and progress. Life without fire is impossible. Now we might better understand fire worship. Thank you for being with us.